Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Marvel Card Collectors Podcast, your weekly digest of hobby goodness. Man down. Wesley is crook, so he can't be with us this week. We don't know where Keith is, but Josh is here.
Hey.
And Jason is here.
What's up?
So the Florida contingent are out in force.
That's right.
The New Jersey and the Ohio contingent are MIA, unfortunately. And the UK contingent is, as ever, here. How you doing, guys? How's your week?
Good.
Busy week. Good. Going well.
Busy. Tell me about it. If you cast your mind, if you maybe even throw back your mind, you like what I did there, to the other week when we talked about Fleer Throwbacks. No sooner did we record an episode with Upper Deck, all about that set. You can go and listen to that on your feeds or on your YouTube right now, folks. The set is out, and we've been going in. Well, I know Jason has. I have a little bit. Josh, have you had a little go?
No, not yet. I've just been looking at all the posts, taking a look at everything, and it's the look and the feel is exactly what we talked about. It's nostalgia there. I love the idea, and it looks like it was executed well.
Yeah. And boy, there is a lot of folks who've gone in for this. I was amazed at how heavily people went for this. I don't know why I should be amazed. But it's definitely hit a lot of sweet spots for people. And, rightly so, I guess.
What I haven't gotten to see are many of the parallels.
Right.
That's what I haven't seen too many posts on.
Okay. Well, what I will say is that there's a fab video. Keith Boyle on his Instagram yesterday, so it's available for you to rewatch. Did a live with Amanda from Graded Gamer and Eugene Hugh, Rare Air Collection, and Keith had like the most fastest express shipping to him so that he could get some cards in hand, and he showed you like all of the different parallels in hand.
Oh wow.
Perfect.
And it looked really good. So we haven't got any of those in hand to show you today. In fact, to be fair, I do have a black in the other room, but I completely forgot to bring it with me. But we can screen share and we can look at them. But if you want to see the actual in-hand video, Keith's video is a really good one. So I'll probably pop a link to that in the show notes, and you folks can go and check it out. And plus, spending an hour and 45 with Keith, Amanda, and Eugene talking about the hobby and talking about the set is quite frankly essential viewing from my point of view. So go and check it out. So anyway, Jason, you've been dabbling on EPAC, haven't you? You've been actually buying stuff and trading.
I've been dabbling, not to the extent of some others, but I have. It's a fun set, and I think Upper Deck nailed it in their interview as far as what their plans were with the set. That it's smaller set for collectors to get in and out of, have fun, and that there's levels of I don't want to say levels of difficulty because it sounds like it's a game, but there's achievements that are for people like me, and then for people that get really into it, there's those little bit harder achievements like trying to put together a numbered set to get that sketch. But it's fun, and I put together a red base set.
Nice.
Pretty quick red base set. The Exciting Stars, the Superheroes of Marvel, and I think that was it.
Okay.
So I got 3 achievement cards. But so I haven't really gone too hard with trying to get some of the other numbered parallels, and then like the 2 other insert sets are a little bit more of a challenge, but I'm happy with what I got. And trying to parallel Rainbow the Beast card.
Right. So that's the one that you chose. Now remind me, on that one. Let me have a look. Is that Jim Lee artwork on that one?
It's Walter Simonson, I
Oh,
believe.
is it Walter Simonson? Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're paying attention. Um, I mean, we didn't see any of the cards on that recording with Upper Deck,
No.
so I just thought I'm going to share my screen. And I just want to have a quick like look over the art, if that's all right with you guys, because
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I mean, Upper Deck did very kindly, and thank you, Upper Deck, send me some preview cards, but they didn't arrive until after we'd done that recording, which is a shame. But that's life. So I'm just gonna have a look. I'm just gonna have a look on my EPAC first of all. So I haven't bought much. I think I've only bought maybe 2 or 3 packs. And I wasn't intending to do it on EPAC at all. But then I woke up one morning and someone had very kindly gifted me a red set and most of a couple of the chase sets, of 4 chase sets. So I thought, you know what? Let's do it. I was gonna wait, like I said, and just snap it up on ComC. So um, I tell you what is interesting, and I don't have this connection to the design because I'm not familiar with the baseball cards, I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
But loads of people are really vexed that the grey, the digital base, because I'm sorry, but it's not a base card because it doesn't exist. It's just a digital image.
Right.
Isn't physical. Now, is that because that's the grey that fits with the color of that design that they're throwbacking to?
Yes.
Right. That
Yes.
explains it then.
That was the, and I know I have some, but they're buried in a box. And
Yeah.
but yes. So the '89 baseball had that gray design.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it might have even had some of the striping. Some of it
Yes.
had some like striping that was very
Oh wow.
similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So we go down. So I'm just going to go straight to the red set. So the red set is the easiest physical set to obtain. And in my mind, that is the base set. If you're going to go for a physical base set, it's the red at the end of the day. That'd be the easiest to obtain. Now we did get we saw the Spidey in the cards that Upper Deck sent over. But let's have a look through some of these. For me, I don't know about you guys, but it's complete sweet spot in terms of the era
Yeah.
for collectors our age.
The colors, all of it. Yeah,
I mean,
they did a great job.
I mean, these don't look particularly good on the EPAC scan, so that's the thing I'll say. That's why it's worth checking out the video from Keith.
Right.
But the red is just superb. I mean, it's a really nice, vibrant red. It really pops in hand. But I just love the design of them. Now you can't zoom in on this view, which is really annoying. Let me just do. I'm just going to do list view. Get rid of these base. Right, there we go. Right, let's go in. Let's have a zoom in. So let's have a look at the Spidey. Because I mean, that's McFarlane. So
Yep.
I mean, what can you say about that?
Right.
I tell you what I would love. This is, and someone said this actually on Keith's stream. This is a really nice set to grade.
Yes.
Because it's not that big. It's 30 cards for the base set, whichever version of the base set you happen to be going for.
Mm-hmm.
It's doable for you to have a nice set of reds graded.
And that's about we talked about it before. That's right in line with a discount.
Yeah.
You find the right month to do it on, and you can do the base slab for 30 cards and get a good.
And just get it in there. I mean, obviously you can pay extra for the preview stuff where they can show you, the zoomed in scans of the actual card just to make sure you're going to get a high grade. But to be honest with you, for me, it'd just be all about getting them in the unique jackets, Sorry, not jackets. Right. That's SGC. That's tuxedos. Oh, apparently SGC have just been bought by PSA.
What?
Oh, really?
Well, collectors.
That's big news.
Their own PSA. Yeah. Did you not hear this? It came out last week. Yeah, SGC have been acquired by collectors who own PSA.
Wow.
So yeah, there's loads of content on it out there. Go and have a look at it. because I'm not someone who really kind of knows much about the grading scene apart from the end, acquisition of the cards.
Right.
So hey ho. But let me go back here. Sorry, I've got lost. As an aside, so yeah, there's the red. Some of these text boxes are a bit funny because if they haven't quite got the words to fill them, they just leave half of them empty,
Right.
which I think is a bit weird. But the stats are good. And it's just yeah, I love it. So
And
we got.
I will
Sorry,
say
carry on.
the image selection is pretty good on this. I know
Yeah.
that was a big thing with TJ when he
Yeah.
talked to us, but you've got some real, kind of cool action shots.
Yeah.
They're coming like Storm looks like she's flying right at you.
Yeah.
And the Spidey, it's a McFarlane Spidey,
Yeah.
but we don't see a whole lot of him taking pictures and being a photographer.
No.
So
No.
I think they really took their time with picking stuff that we haven't seen on cards
Yeah,
before.
and that's the thing. That's the thing. Because now I was listening to the Marvel Jerks podcast this morning, and they were saying that, they've got access to all the artwork that's been in all the
Okay.
sets, which is true to a point. But I'm from what I understand, I think Marvel give them kind of a repertoire, if you like, a reservoir to draw from of images that have been properly like pulled out, high resolution, etc. So I don't think they've got access to absolutely everything. They've only got access to what Marvel put into this pool of resources for them to draw from. But they've clearly either said to Marvel, give us some fresh stuff, or they've, TJ's gone in there and pulled out some stuff. Because, I mean, some of the stuff on here, I've never seen some of these images on cards. I mean,
like that is, I love that.
Yeah.
So I have a question here that with Spider-Man Metal, how those were they all covers? Most of those images were covers, weren't they? Because I know I've seen a lot of people put together the pairing with the Ghost Spider and the Toxin card and all that, and they all happen to be covers. So I was curious about that.
Yeah.
Because these images here are obviously all from all page content.
They're all panel. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what I really like is that, I mean, that's beautiful. You haven't seen that card. I've never seen him parachuting.
No.
It's perfect.
No.
Yeah,
But it's great. I love the line work on it.
I would like if they included the artist or the issue number that these came from.
Yeah. It's not
that's clearly McFarlane art. And I believe that's from the Amazing Spider-Man, toward the end of McFarlane's run, the assassination plot story arc with the Red Skull and Captain America and Sabretooth and Silver Sable were all in.
It's pretty good there, Jason.
He's putting me.
I mean, I'm not. Don't quote me on that, but that would be my guess.
Right, you're probably right. And you know what? It's not the end of the world if you're wrong. Someone will write it.
I've been wrong before. So.
Yeah, we'll get it in the comments. We'll get that.
Yeah. Who hasn't been wrong before? Let's face it. I just really like the like large in the frame. I think TJ alluded to this. They're all pretty much face, upper torso, body. Their focus on the character. With Spidey Metal, I'm not sure if there was a difference between low and high series. I have a feeling that the high series stuff, which was the original appearance stuff, I think a lot of that was panel. But it may well be that low series was covers. I don't know. I've never really kind of thought about it. But
because if you think about the general pose here, on all the low series, every one of them was like almost like a pre-set up stance for a cover.
Yeah.
Here you just get a lot of natural stuff.
Yeah.
You get a lot of panel stuff. I think opens the doors.
Yeah. I think that Wolvie's interesting. I don't know if the back of that is red on all the others, or if it's just. Well, we'll have a look in a minute because I've got the market.
Now I think that's from a cover.
I do as well because you've got that black bit down there.
Yeah,
that could be the like the barcode or the. In fact, let's have a look at the So it's a red background. It just so happens that it really fits with the red. I mean, I think it.
Red.
I mean, it looks. Actually, I think that looks better in the gold. Myself, but yeah.
Now, is it just the red and the gold that you said the finish, like in physical, has like more of it pops? It's bright.
Oh, they're all very vibrant, very vibrant. So you've obviously got the gold. Let's scroll down through the golds, and then you've got the blacks. These blacks look so good.
Yeah.
They really do. Now, are they the ones you have to because they're not numbered, the blacks, but are they? I think you have to combine to those.
Yeah, that's a 100 digital base essentially.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm blessed then that one of the cards that I got sent was a black. Because obviously at that time we didn't know what the difficulties were going to be. We didn't know what the parallels were going to be.
Yeah. So 10 base make a glossy gold, and 10 glossy gold make a glossy black.
I'm with you. Okay. So glossy gold is 10 base, and then okay, that's 100 combined. Wow. Okay. I just want to go back to the artwork before we get because there's so much. For a relatively small set, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, She-Hulk. I mean, it's John Byrne. I'm pretty sure that's John Byrne. Yeah. Yes, that's John Byrne.
That's
grief. Yes. I mean, that's quite a conservative outfit for She-Hulk.
Sure.
But it's John Byrne artwork, so I don't care. Venom. I mean,
that's a great. That's awesome.
That's such a good Venom. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's clearly Todd through. I mean, it's Todd's webbing for a start.
Yeah, I've got to have that.
Just the whole concept. So yeah, that's a beautiful card. In the black, I bet that.
I got to have that in the black braided.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that really works in the black, doesn't it? Good grief. What else we got? Magneto. His white hair, Magneto.
Yeah.
Not sure about those pants, but anyway.
Yeah. He was in a rush.
Yeah.
The quick suit, quick outfit.
Iron Man. Now this is very late 80s Iron Man. I mean, look at it.
Yeah, that is perfect.
It's just the choice of them is just really good. And they've managed to get them with relatively clean backgrounds in most cases, I think.
It's kind of funny. When I had my helmet done for the specify when I had my motorcycle helmet airbrushed, the artist he knew about Marvel, but with Iron Man you can say there's a lot of scope. So the bike came out kind of what I expected, like Mark 42, pretty modern, pretty sharp cut, but the helmet he sprayed in this style, like the style of the eyes, the brows, how like a more form-fitting face instead of the but yeah, I love this version.
No, it's really cool. I love it.
That's perfect.
I definitely like that one.
I was going to check if Keith said he was going to come crashing in. I just got a message from him. But I've not had a message pop up saying he's in the waiting room. So he could be I'm sure he'd have messaged if he was still waiting. So we might be blessed with a Keith any moment now, folks. Scarlet Witch. I mean, what can you say about that Scarlet Witch? It's great.
In red.
With the hair. I mean, I'll tell you one thing about 1989 artists. They did the hair. They did the hair really well. Hang on a minute. I think we might be about to have a pint of Peroni. Any minute now. I just clicked the admit button, so he's going to appear. There he is. There he comes.
Yay.
Hey.
Good morning.
Keith, welcome.
How we doing, boys?
Good. Here he is to save the show.
Yeah. Keith, welcome to the Marvel Card Collectors Podcast, your weekly digest of hobby goodness.
Oh, is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, you just thought we were just going to hang out and open some Cheetos and look at videos of Scarlet Witch doing anatomically incorrect things. We're just going through the art. We're just going through the artwork on the cards on throwbacks as part of our review. So, unfortunately, you've missed cards 1 to 9. So tough. Cyclops. I've not spent
that Scarlet Witch looks like she's in the Thriller video doing
she
that.
does, doesn't she? Yeah. Now, what's this outfit? I don't recognize this outfit.
That's his X Factor outfit.
Right. Okay. All right. So that's where my Keith would have known that straight away, wouldn't you, Keith?
This is when he left X-Men. Yes.
Yes. Okay. There we go. Right. I'm glad you're here because we need someone with more X-Men knowledge. Black Panther. Now that has got a little bit more going on in the background, including Captain America. Oh, I need to let Pankit know that Captain America is in the background of that card, so therefore Pankit must own it. As a character collector, so annoying when your character's in the background.
See, I like this Black Panther. It's the right amount of detail. Just leave it. It doesn't have to be too much.
Yeah. So again, I'm gonna say this now. Upper Deck, when it's reused art, I just think I know you might not be contractually obligated to do so, but it just really helps the collectors. And actually, I think it would really up the integrity of your cards. Put the artist and the issue on the back. It's not
on everything.
Yeah. It's really not difficult. Seriously.
Everyone would pair it with their
you've got room there.
Right.
You've got room to write it. I mean, look how much real estate you got on the back of this card. So yeah, can I tell you the other thing I like about these cards? No disrespect to Upper Deck's logo, but I'm glad that we've got a card without Upper Deck's logo on the front, because for me, it often really kind of gets in the way. I appreciate you needing to have it there. In fact, it's not even on the back. I mean, Fleer is obviously owned by them now,
right?
But I think it's true to the 89.
It is true to it, but I've only just noticed it's not on the back. I would have expected Upper Decks to be on the back somewhere, but they really have kept it true. So yeah, there's a plus and a negative there. Plus for having kept it true to the era that you're picking from, but the negative is artist issue.
And center the synopsis, the bio, center it in the window on the back.
Yeah.
So that way, how big it's small, it'll always be even.
I mean, is that something that is from the 1989 set that they're?
I would imagine.
I imagine so. Yeah, they're being true to it to a fault. Then, in that case, they really are. But yeah, he doesn't look happy in that one. I'll be honest with you.
No.
You don't often see it. I'm not. You know, Kingpin is a hard one to love in cards. So I've got a lot of respect for the one person I believe who PCs Kingpin, because yeah, I mean it's Kingpin.
I mean, you say he doesn't look happy, but when do you see him smiling? Really?
Right.
Well, yeah, you're not going to have the Kingpin comedy hour, aren't you? Now, this for me is one of the cards of the set.
I like the Kingpin into the Spider-Verse a lot. That was
yeah. Simply because Todd does hair.
Yes.
The hair in Todd's run is just phenomenal.
That bear's got a creepy look on his face.
But... Yeah, I'm wondering if that's a little one. Is that Ted?
It's Ted. That's Ted, baby Ted.
And if so, what's he saying to her?
Yeah, he would have been that age right around 89.
Yeah, he would have. He's bound to be saying something really filthy and inappropriate. But yeah, no, I love it. I know that there is a comic images set of all McFarlane artwork, but I'd love it if Upper Deck actually, rather than going for eras, went for artists and did an artist theme set.
That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't that be cool if Upper Deck did Upper Deck call it portfolio, for example, just because it sounds cool. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Artist
highlights. They just focus on a particular artist and their Marvel work. Because yeah, I mean that'd be really cool. Something like this release as well would really fit that. Something like this kind of scale of release, because you don't have to go too nuts with it. 30, 40, 50. I mean, you can imagine a Bill Sienkiewicz set.
I'd go nuts for a Kubert set.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Exactly. Yeah.
You could do a Kubert set. You could do Terry and Rachel Dodson set. You could do obviously Jim Lee is the Ron Lim. I mean Perez. I mean you have almost infinite possibilities.
A Perez set may be a 200 card set, but yeah, you could do.
Well, yeah, but that, I mean, that's what I mean. With some of them, you'll be spoiled for choice. But I think keep it consistent.
Right.
Now with this, what I'm trying to figure out is so as we go into the future, are we going to skip a couple years, or a 90 was a big year, but 91 was.
I think they're going to go back. I mean, maybe they'll go forward. Actually, no, hang on. They chose 89 because that's when Upper Deck started, I believe.
Yeah. Right. And the conversations about some of the big parallels of the mid 90s that didn't really hit till 93, 94. And
yeah.
92, I guess, some of our first hollows. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
I
kind of
haven't.
hoping for an 87 set.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the history of Fleer, but I mean, from that initial interview you did with Grant, I mean, it sounded like they could go back, back into the 60s possibly. So, I mean,
Well,
I have a
yeah.
feeling it may bounce around.
Yeah.
okay, so not just scale up.
This has become known as the Matt Murdock farts card in a lot of circles. This is the Aunt May Bong card of the set for me. This is the one image. I mean, the Kingpin, fine. This is the one that doesn't quite work for me. I think there are probably much stronger Daredevil images they could have chosen.
I mean, he's coming crashing down on someone clearly, but
yeah, but the speech thing just pulls me out of it slightly, and I just think of all the great Daredevil issues that came out that year. I find it that's the one for me that I personally just doesn't quite stick the landing. Sabretooth, on the other hand,
great card.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's an awesome.
I mean, that's kind of. I mean, that with the Wolverine, they're both. You can imagine them going at each other.
Who's the artist there? Because
you know what, I
yeah.
would look on the back and tell you, but it's not on the back. So the honest answer is familiar. I don't know on all of these. I mean, I don't know enough to be able to hazard a guess and get it wrong. But Doctor Strange, I like.
Sketch.
I like that. I never knew that he had the eye patch for a little while.
I'm not entirely. Oh yes, actually he does.
Yeah, he's got a pirate deal going on there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's from the Sorcerer Supreme series that was running at the time, which I collected most of, and it's a really good run actually. It's a really good run. Is he 6'2"? 6'2.5".
Wow.
God, that's specific. Flipping heck. I mean, it's the half-inch what does it, isn't it, lads? Right, Rogue.
From universe to universe.
Keith,
it's a good one.
What costume?
I don't often like this costume, but this is an OG costume for her, and I think that they nailed it with this. This is a really really good one.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen her in that outfit.
Me either, but I do like it.
It's cool, It's good. I mean, again, 1989. They knew how to do hair.
Just big.
Yeah, they just had better hair.
It's
just big.
It's kind of that Dynasty era, isn't it? A big like hair with hairspray and it.
Rock band.
But it stands the test of time, unlike Dynasty. Now, Captain Marvel. This is the one that TJ was talking about, Monica Rambeau.
That's awesome.
I dig it. I love it. I just like the pose. I like the perspective on it. I think it fits perfectly in the frame. I like the fact that it's coming in front of the red there.
Right.
That's cool. That's a nice card. It's good. How tall is she? 5'10". There we go. Shadowcat.
Now, this one is. He talked about this one too.
Yeah. Oh, I love this one. I really love this one.
Oh wow,
that's cool. Now, who's that behind her?
Some kind of
beastie demon is that?
Yeah.
Could it be a Shadow King? Maybe.
I don't know. You tell me, dear. I wouldn't know a Shadow King if it's about my height.
I think he said this was from a Marvel Comics Presents issue. And now Excalibur, they fought kind of interdimensional type deals, monsters and stuff. So it could be something from some realm. But
yeah,
that's cool. That's definitely a cool card.
Yeah, I really like it.
They try to get as much McFarlane as they could.
They do. What I love about this is that it's in a lot of cases they've chosen stuff that's not the norm for the costumes that characters would be seen in. So they really have tried to differentiate in terms of the selections in a lot of cases.
Sure.
I mean,
he kind of looks like he's ordering another round at the bar.
It does. It kind of looks like he's in like a folk singer or farmer's gear outfit as well.
Yeah.
It's the material just doesn't look very superhero-y, does it?
Waders, like he's going fishing, fly fishing.
Basically, yeah. It's got a touch of the Baron Zemo as well with the coloring, But I like it. I mean, I could pull that off cosplay. I think I could cosplay that.
Oh yeah.
I'll just leave you mentally picturing that one
with that image. With
right, Thor. I mean, it's Thor.
That's perfect.
Doing his Thor thing. I mean, it's really good. Managed to get the hammer in the frame. It's clearly leg day. Bloody hell. But yeah, no, I like it. I really like that one.
Yes.
It takes a lot to move the needle on me for pictures of Thor.
Yeah, for me, this is perfect.
Yeah.
My first comic was the Thor #3, oversized, Thor versus Hercules.
Oh, really?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, journey. It's the journey into mystery with the Rainbow Bridge going to Asgard. And like the artwork is exactly that's perfect.
Yeah. Baron. Oh, here we go. Baron Zemo.
Yep.
See what I mean about the Kang? They clearly share a wardrobe.
Yeah. Well, cut costs.
Yeah. I dig it. I like it. I like it a lot.
He's always like inherently got this knockoff Cobra Commander look to him.
Well, yeah.
But
yeah.
But it works for him. It always works for him.
Now, again, I'm not. Like I said, there's some images that work for me and some that don't. And this one, he just looks like who's the guy from Goonies?
Yep.
Sloth.
Yeah. He's got a bit of that going on.
I mean, he looks like a meme to me.
Yeah.
He looks like the Rage meme.
Do you remember the funny if we were just talking about Spider-Man metal, the Nick Fury, the high series Nick Fury is taken from a front cover and it looks like he's hammered.
You have no idea. That was my green PMG.
Oh,
wow.
For my case.
Oh, mate. Alcoholics Awareness Nick Fury. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been worse.
The pink scar or ghost spider graded out at 10 went for 1,000. That made it up.
Okay. All right.
That was a huge with the color match and everything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really lucked out. Quality control and stuff was awesome on my case. But yep, I got the Nick Fury, not the good Nick Fury.
Now, you see what I'm saying about the artwork? I think for me, it either really sticks the landing or it doesn't. I don't think there's much in between with this set.
Right.
I would say for me, this is just my opinion, I'd say about of the 30 cards, I think about 20 absolutely nail the landing. I think there's 10 that I'm probably a bit questionable about. Hulk and the Daredevil being two of them. But this one, I think is
that one's and he fills up the whole
it's really
square.
Good.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I mean, this almost makes me want to character collect Taskmaster as a side PC.
He's a cool character.
Yeah, he is. He is. Some of his cards are awesome. The Battle Spectre ones are and I don't know if I've really ever seen him without that kind of classic skull mask.
Yeah.
So there's a point where he teams up with Deadpool for a little bit, and Udon art was doing the art, and it was more of a Casey Jones look to the mask. You know what I mean? It was a plasticky skull mask. Instead of that.
That's kind of what I picture when I picture my Taskmaster is that Punisher type face.
Abomination. I haven't spent a lot of time looking at a lot of this.
Oh, go back up.
Sorry, there we go. It does something weird when you open the image. It kind of flips up.
I'm not as crazy about that one. I don't know.
That's Creature from the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah.
Blue Lagoon.
Yeah. I'm going to move on. Wasp. Wasp. I mean, it's classic, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Van Dyne, there she is. I mean, that looks older than 89, I'd say.
Yeah.
That's almost 70s in terms of the styling. But yeah, no, it's clean. I like it. There's, you can just see the line work just bringing it out.
It is what's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice, that Archangel.
I just really wish we've seen a lot of this lately where some of the parallels or even just side base, they look so much better in the physical version than the scans do.
Right.
And that matters because that card, all those look flat on the scans.
Yes.
And I can imagine it's just really nice with a little pop.
Well, you should have had Dennis Goad scan them all for us before we.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Well, what I was saying, Keith, before you came on, I was talking about the other Keith, Keith Boyle. Did a long Instagram yesterday with Eugene and Amanda, and Keith express shipped his throwbacks and showed them on really good, like really clear. So if you want to see really good images of the cards, yeah, go and have a look. Go and check it out. I'm going to put a link in the show notes. I love this one. I really think it's good. It's just perfectly positioned. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love it. That's really cool.
Yeah, because of the character too, you don't often get Archangel. You'll get, it's a crapshoot whether they're going to do Archangel or Angel.
Yeah.
And when they do Archangel, I get excited because I prefer that character. And this is nice.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's really good. Right, we got 3 more to go. The Vision one, I will admit, I mean, it's all right. It is what it is. But
yeah, I mean, during that time, that was what he looked like.
I know.
Is
Well, I
that
first
okay?
looked
So
at it, and I wondered if
that's
it was
our white
Surfer.
vision that they just did in the show in WandaVision.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
I'm with you. Yeah.
And I mean, he was like that for quite a bit because I know when I got into cards a little bit, earlier 90s, he still, kind of looked like that. And it wasn't until I was looking at books that,
Really?
oh, he used to be green and red and yellow and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
yeah, you just take this cape off and it's Surfer.
Yeah.
So that's what when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, there's a Silver Surfer in the set, and then I had to look closer. And I was like, okay. Beast, the Beast is phenomenal. It's really good.
Now this is from because I'm rainbowing this card. That is from X Factor 33, I believe. But yeah, I love that action because usually we get Beast, upside down reading a book or something like that. Which he that's what he. I mean, that's what he does. He's an intellectual, but I mean, when he has to fight, he he can be feral, and I just like that that image of him.
Right, last one, Captain Britain. It makes me laugh that Captain Britain made it into the 30. I mean, you're going to pick 30 characters. Yeah. I mean, what's not to like? It's Captain Britain.
Looking just the classic superhero and his classic superhero pose.
Yeah.
Just superheroing.
Yeah.
He's captaining for Britain. That's what he's doing.
What's his strength? Can you flip it around?
What's his strength? Based on that, I would have to pick 30 up there. 6.
No. 6. Okay.
Yeah.
6 out of 7.
Yeah, that's the whole. I mean, it's all the whole super soldier serum, right? Same background, same origin.
6'9".
What?
Bloody hell! 6'9".
He's a big dude.
Well, based on that, yeah, he is. Wow. Okay, no wonder you're looking up at him. And then we got the. I am going to go back to grid view on this because otherwise it's just going to take way too long. Let's look at just quickly skin through the rest of the parallels. So we've got exciting stars. So I think I've got all of these. The only thing with these, you can't do the zoom thing, so we'll just have to live with a bit of a zoomed out view. I mean, Speedball. I know Paul Zenisek will be happy because I think he PCs him. So, but these don't have any parallels. These ones.
Yep.
So you got Forge. I always think Forge looks like he's just stepped out of Club, Studio 54. Or whatever it is in the late 70s. Jubilee.
Yeah.
Good to see old late 80s, early 90s Jubilee.
Shades.
With the Wolverine cameo.
Yeah. Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Again. Night Thrasher.
Yeah.
Look at that Psylocke.
That's an interesting Psylocke. Yeah.
They've got I see this is what I like about it is
I haven't seen
some of these are deep cut looks.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen her in that outfit before.
Let me zoom in a bit more.
Whoa.
Hobgoblin again.
That's a good one.
Just pulling his mask off. I mean that's kind of it's almost on the way to Demo Goblin as well. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it is. The back of the card kind of
Yeah.
explains it. Yeah.
And again, the layout's a bit different on these.
Yep.
Yeah, the images on EPAC just don't do them any justice, do they?
Yeah,
I mean, the Wolverine is very similar to the base card on this one.
Mm-hmm.
But Spidey, can't go wrong. Spidey, She-Hulk, big hair. We're on to For the Record now. Here we go. For the Record. I've only got 2 of these. These are the ones in my collection. Namor's in there. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a Namor fan.
me either.
So he can go away. Then we got the Superheroes of Marvel. It's just that suit for Wolverine. It's like a lot of people's sweet spot, that suit, isn't it? That era.
Yeah, that's what he wore, and then the cartoon brought back the yellow.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. No, it's good. I like these.
Storm again, man.
Yeah.
She crushes this set.
Yeah. So they've kept it very. I mean, a lot of the characters are still. Again, you see, Hulk's not working for me there at all.
No, I like that Daredevil there.
But that Daredevil, that's the Daredevil of the era for me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's John Meter Jr., isn't it? So,
yep.
Rogue.
There you go. That Venom.
Yeah, that's the Venom that everyone's going crazy for.
Yeah.
Interesting panel with word balloon choice for Spidey there.
I like it.
But yeah, I don't dislike it.
Are
Mr.
these
Sinister.
Foiled? Are these foiled potentially?
I don't think any of them are.
Okay.
Because if you remember, they were talking about like what the technology of the year that they came out. So I don't think any of these have foiling at all. That Mephisto, that's so cool. And Lady Deathstrike. So they've gone a little bit more deep cut for some of these. So those are the only ones I have in my collection. I was, otherwise I should have gone.
The Wolverine on that Superstar subset is pretty cool.
On this one,
on that one, let's go to
a
costume we don't see a whole lot, but it was, I guess, one he wore in '89.
Right, so I'm in the marketplace now, so I'm just going to filter it down so we can look. So we got the gold. So 10 digital base get you the gold. Is that right, Jason?
Yes.
And then 100 of those give you the blacks, and the black are just amazing to look at. Obviously, some of these colors work better than others for some characters. So I think, there was a sweet spot for some of them. I mean, that Cyclops beam,
Panther, the Iron Man,
so good.
The Venom.
And then we get into the realm of the numbered ones. So the reds aren't numbered. Sorry, I didn't realize I was going to throw those up next. So just quickly zoom through those.
Yeah, fortunately, it's just 30. We have to, go through it.
Here we go. So the orange, remind me on the orange, how much we number into there? 489. Okay. So orange is doable if you want a numbered set. Definitely doable. I mean, there's a fair chunk of them out there. Look, 157, 176. So add the ones that are locked and the ones on ComC. So, I mean, people have been going in for this set. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it was maybe half sold, if not more already.
Now, see, I love that serial number on the back of everything from the style of the card, front and back, the colors, the fonts they've picked is perfect. And then you've got that new modern serial numbered right there in the middle. It's like our throwbacks we've been having in Marvel, Masterpiece, and other things. It's perfect.
And then, of course, the one that seems to be causing people the most. Oh, no, this is yellow. Sorry. So yellow is 289. I mean, it's yellow. What are you going to do? I mean, I probably wouldn't do a yellow set myself because I think it takes a lot to pull off yellow, especially if you're wearing it. But the one that I thought we were going to go to is the green. Now, this is the one that seems to be a bit of a choke point for a lot of people because it's only number 289 and you need it for the achievements. So people are paying good money for some of these greens. I've seen that.
I think I like the green over the yellow, though.
Yeah, I prefer the green over the yellow.
Absolutely.
I don't think the yellow works at all, personally.
If I remember right from the baseball set, I think the set stem to stern switch colors from like 1 to 20, whatever it was, and then it switched to another color.
Gotcha.
Throughout the base of the sports.
Yeah. Greens, and then I think blue. There we go. And
See,
the blue
I like the blue.
Is 25.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice.
The blue I think really works.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if you could have any color, so you had 3 cards per color in a binder. So card number 1 you'd have 3, card number 2 you'd have 3, card number 3 you'd have 3. What colors would you go for?
The black by far has to be in there.
Yep. Hands down.
See, I think I'd do red, blue, black.
And that's where my head was spinning. That's exactly where my gears were turning.
Yeah, I think
red, blue, black.
Yeah, red, blue, black would be it for me. Yeah.
But putting a black set together, it's like, ooh, that's a tough one. But yeah, it's just red. I'm happy. I mean, the Doctor Strange really works with that color.
Right.
And then just going down a bit more. Purple. Now the purples are the 1 of 1.
5.
A 1 of 5. Sorry, there is no 1 of 1. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up with purple being 1 of 1 in other sets.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's purple. What can you do? Oh, someone's got the alpha look.
I mean, purple's never been one of my favorite colors, but I'm not big on the shade of purple. It's just that kind of washed out. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think this is EPAC scan. I have to say.
Yeah. Okay.
I think this is EPAC scan.
That's always part of the equation when looking at these. Yeah.
And if you look at the 89 stuff for the sports stock, it was cream, not orange. It was soft blue, not hard blue.
Right,
it was they were all kind of.
I mean, character specific, it's cool. If you have that on a Psylocke, a Hulk, or a Magneto, like that's gonna hit nice. Otherwise,
Zemo.
Or Zemo.
Yeah.
So the All Stars one. Now these are the achievements.
Correct.
Again, Hulk is just like hammered Nick Fury Hulk in that one, but most of these really work. The Venom is gorgeous.
Oh wow!
I would love a set of these achievements. I won't lie.
I like them.
But I think getting the Captain America when there's only 8 of them out there. What outfit is that?
That looks like the U.S. agent outfit.
It does look like U.S. agent. Yeah, that's what it is.
But the Doctor Strange is pretty dark on that. Storm again.
Yeah.
Keith, I mean, there's your sweet spot. Yeah.
That's perfect.
I like that Spider-Man.
And the Spidey, of course. Yeah, the Spidey's a tough one to get. So, I'll get some of those achievements. The easier to come across ones. So who didn't we see? So we finally see one where she's not in her civvies, where she's kind of hulking out, and she's brought the girls out for a walk. What else we got here? Wolvie, there we go, for the record. That's a good one.
Cool Spider-Man.
Archangel again. So they've kept the character. I mean, they've thrown in some extras that are only in the chase sets, but broadly speaking, it's the same core set of character. And that Magneto is good.
Yep.
I mean, you could have a really nice set if you just went for the Spideys.
Yeah.
You want to go for the McFarlane. You just pick up all the Spideys. You're off to the races. Hawkeye,
Moon Knight. Oof.
Yeah.
They sent me one of those. That's nice, that one. Hawkeye, that's Amanda's favourite character. Shadowcat with Lockheed, that's good. I'm going to get hate mail from her for that. And the classic Spidey front cover.
Yeah. Yep. 301.
Yep.
So
you can't. 4 looks like he's pinching one out.
Yeah.
He's doing something. I mean, they're great. They're great images. I'm not. I don't want
to. See, there's that Wolverine.
Look at this Cyclops. Finally, because you demanded it. Is that a front cover? Must be
springing into action.
Yeah, look at that.
I do like that suit though.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wolverine. Wow.
I like that Wolverine.
So yeah, the Superstars
wow.
is a good set, and that Daredevil works on there as well. Now, sketches wise, I want to look at the sketches because they
Wow.
did something really good with the sketches on this set.
That first one is the artist that I hit.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to look at the sketches because they did something really cool with the achievements. The sketch stock actually says achievements on.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Isn't that good?
That is
Wow.
really
All
cool.
right, that's really cool that they've done that.
So there's two sketch stocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the achievement one actually says achievement on it. I think that's a really good move. In my book. I mean, there's not been.
Wow. So that's it for the artists, huh?
Well, that's it. That's visible. I mean, maybe there's
For
Yeah.
the
someone
achievement,
that's
yeah.
not showing, but
I think the
um,
achievement artist was a little bit of a shorter list than
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Gotcha.
I mean, that's. I mean, you can see who's been diving in. Look, Dennis
Wow.
go. Daniel Rubin's gone for quite a few. Keith, but it's sort of Marlo Martos. Let's just have a little look at She-Hulk.
I love his work.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really like his work. He works hard. I mean, seriously, he really works hard. But in the regular edition ones, let's have a look. Pick
I
an
like the
artist. Let's pick an
sketch. I like.
artist.
Let's go to the top guy, Aries Mello.
Right. That's the one you pull one, Keith, yeah, from this guy?
Yeah. I got
Which one do you pull?
That's Spidey right there.
That's yours.
That's awesome.
I love that. Yeah.
That is
Nice.
awesome.
I like
Nice
his
guy, and I
style.
immediately set up a commission with him.
Wow. Okay, cool. Again, yeah, it's different stock.
Yeah,
Not
I
got that-
actually
yeah,
like
it's
a
not got
lot
that
of
grey
these.
lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice clean front on that.
hmm
No messing
Yeah, I
around.
like the stock and for the most part, I like the sketches that I've seen.
That
for
Iron
the
Man
set. I
is
think,
spot
yeah.
on.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Oof.
Reminds me of the Bianchi one that was on the box a little bit, just the angle, when he's flying like that.
That's my favorite Iron Man card. Is that?
Oh yeah,
That'd be
mine
on.
too. Actually, I think.
So I think somebody must have locked it, but there was that artist did a Nick Fury of him kind of rappelling down a wall.
Oh really?
It was
Okay.
awesome. Yeah.
Go to John Levesque, Ian. He's pretty active in group.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, his stuff is good too. Yeah.
I want to
That
look at
Neymar, that Neymar is pretty good. That's good.
that. Said no one ever.
That
All right. Let's have a look at it then. Come on, get it out your system.
it's not bad.
no, it is. It
Yeah,
is
I mean,
just
it is a
the-
lovely sketch. It is a lovely sketch.
That's one where the style jazzes up the character.
Yeah,
it's
if you're
nice.
gonna be stuck with a Namor,
Yeah, right.
If you're going to be stuck with the name, or
And look at the little glisten shine on the trident.
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
it's a little
It
detail.
has an
Hey.
anime style to it.
Whenever you say trident to me, I always think of Anchorman. I don't know why.
No, that escalated quickly.
Yeah. Well done, well done, and that's it. Enjoy collecting, folks. We've peaked. See you next week. This is cool. Any of these artists we can put at the top of this episode. Let me think. Whose intros do we have? None of these people. Oh dear. Okay. Well, let's work on that. Keith, ask your fellow Aries Mello if he'll do an intro.
I'll see.
Have a word. I don't think we've got any of these in the bank. No.
So there was a couple of these artists that some of the art they did was like from the 89, like I want to say Tim Shin had some that looked like kind of, the characters, kind of some of what they were wearing during that time period. Like,
what the hell
I don't
is
know who that
that?
guy is. Yeah.
What is that?
I think that's a Reaver.
A what?
I think that's a Reaver from X-Men.
Okay. Half man, half tank. That's bonkers. Okay. Yeah, they're gnarly.
Yeah,
These
like
Tim
you
Shin
got your
ones.
Storm.
These, yeah.
Boom Boom or Dazzler? Yeah.
I don't know. Who is it? Let's have a look.
I thought it was maybe Boom Boom.
Yeah, it's slightly more Boom Boom than Dazzler. Because Dazzler's got longer hair. But then it was 1980s, so who knows? I'm going to stop sharing because Jason, you had something that you wanted to to do and show.
Yeah. Yes. So
Now I've put you on the spot.
yeah, no, I'm good.
Oh, he's got to get back to it now. Right.
All right, can you see that?
Yeah. It's just loading.
Jason, you might have picked the best card in the set.
Beast. Look at that.
You
are a
this
beast.
is
Look at
this
you
is
go.
really like has to be one of my favorites from it, and it's definitely one of my favorite beasts.
So you got the red. Scroll down. What you got? You got the orange.
Yeah,
the
I
yellow,
don't have
the
blue or
green.
purple.
Okay. Well, blue's
But
doable. I think purple will be a stretch. But what are you about to do?
So let's do. So I've got 10 glossy golds right here.
You'll need to get another one.
Well.
Oh, you can combine your base. I saw you got 11 base.
Yeah, so I got 11 base. So that all happened within minutes before we went on air.
It was meant to be.
So
it was meant to be.
It was meant to be. So here we go, 10. And I appreciate a lot of the folks from the group helped me out with this. So I
very cool.
Appreciate it. So
throw them in the hairdryer.
There we go. Yes.
Oh, he's got the animation on. Brilliant. Love it. I'm sure this makes sounds, but I've never played it with the sound.
It sounds like a hairdryer.
Yeah.
Does it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you click on that, and it'll take you to it, and you can zoom in. Wowzers, that's nice.
For the audio audience, Jason has just combined and made his black beast.
Yes, yes. For the audio audience, if you've made it this far and you're still listening and you haven't buggered off to YouTube, then hats off to you, because we've just spent the best part of an hour oohing and ahhing over images that you can only imagine.
And then here, so I have that.
Right, so you've got your gold. So I always say you've got to get for 110 because you need your gold as well.
So there's the gold.
Nice.
So just so we can see everything together. So we got base, gold, black, red, orange, and yellow and green.
Okay, cool. Hang on a minute. Scroll down. There's a Marvel Annual one there. Is that Beast deferred?
Yeah, this is from the all new X-Men that they brought back the original
back in time.
class. Yeah, back in time. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If I was PCing Beast, I wouldn't have that. I'm just going to put it out there. I wouldn't have that in my collection.
And somebody kept sending me like random Beast cards when I'm really just going after this.
Yeah.
Particular. But it's all good. So
are you about to hit us with some knowledge on where the artwork comes from?
Yeah. So here's the
yes.
Oh, look at that.
See,
here's the cover it came
nice.
from.
Okay.
So and that's Walter Simonson. He's got a really good signature. Gotcha. But yeah.
And so how about a couple of these covers look different in color too? Is that orange and red like variation on the covers?
It's probably just the age of the book or something like this. That's a
booming red.
Yeah. Click on the one next to it from Hip Comic though. That one.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
One more to the right.
Oh.
Yeah, that one. See, that's got an orange look.
That looks an awful orange. Did they do a second print or anything?
That's what they've done with Spider-Man right around the same time, from first print run, second print run.
Yeah, that might be in fact, you keep talking amongst yourselves. I'm just going to quickly check the CLZ up.
Oh, and then just so here's what the 89.
The lines, I knew. Yeah, I knew it was the lines.
Baseball with, and here's the infamous one.
Right.
Yeah.
So perfect.
All right.
So
hey, one thing to go ahead.
No, you carry on, dear.
One thing to note, I know we spoke about Surfer possibly being included, and I reached out to TJ and he just messed up. He had a bunch of notes on his desk.
Okay.
And yeah, he confirmed that was just a mess up. It wasn't a printing error or something that got messed up at the factory. He misspoke.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, because I think a few people might have gotten quite excited about that. Right, I'm just having a look at X Factor. What issue was it? 33?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Scrolly. Bloody hell, there's loads. You got the news.
Now, Jason, there's huge potential with like a nice, one of those Beast comics with the rainbow going around it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
You know,
that case behind me may, I just got to really try to get a blue and a purple. That's going to be.
Didn't do a second print. You just had the direct, the newsstand, and the Mark Jewelers variant. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
must be just the
the paper and just the books back then, it just depends. Sometimes they get, age, fade if they're exposed to
yeah.
And the
sunlight. So
pigment might change.
you
Yeah.
can, it just depends. I think that's what the case
Well,
is there.
overall, I have to say, I think people are pretty pleased with it. I've not really seen, apart from before it came out, despite the fact that we posted images of the cards, people were going, "It's a digital set. I'm not interested." It's like, hang on, there are photos of the cards here. No, it's a digital set. I'm not interested. It's like, but now it's out. I mean, people are kind of, have gotten their heads around it. I mean, people are loving it.
Yeah,
it's a good price point too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right. It's the perfect size for what it is. If it was a larger set, it would have been tough. You talked about get in, get out quick, not too cumbersome. Like, this is pretty well done, I think, on their standpoint from what they were trying to hit.
Yeah. And you can go as deep as you want to with it. You can build a nice little rainbow without going nuts.
Right.
You don't have to go all the way down to blue and purple. So
no, and if you just want a base set, you can do,
just do
30 cards, pick your poison.
Yeah.
And the inserts are nice. Now, the superstars one, that one's a little bit harder to get, so I don't know. And then for the record, that was 1 in 20 something, and was a red flasher.
Oh, interesting.
Which I've bought a box, and then I've probably bought box or 2 boxes worth of packs in a box, and I have not pulled a full for the record.
Yeah, one.
You got one, yeah.
All right.
So,
well, I mean, hats off, Upper Deck. I mean, for me, I think it's a great little set. It's actually quite refreshing. It's nice not to have something that's too big, that's going to drive you too nuts. And I think, although it's obviously comic artwork, I think the majority of artwork choices are spot on. There's a few that, personal taste aside, I think there's a few that they could probably, that they could have probably chosen better ones for the base set. But on the whole, I think they've nailed it.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to what they do next with it. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be something they bring out 1990 next or 91. I think they'll jump around.
Personally, I'd rather them go forward in time. This is like a turning point in Marvel art for me, where there's a lot I really like, and there's a lot that still kind of has a I don't want to, like, it's got a derpy look to me. Like, it's just not there, like Hulk and stuff like that. It's just not what I'm looking for from an art perspective. So this is like that turning point. I'd prefer if they went forward. I'd like a lot more of it.
Yeah. So
that's me.
Listen, they've got 30 plus years to play with.
Yeah.
Assuming there are Fleer products out that they can, if that's the gimmick, if you like. I
was aware of this stuff and had from parents' collections and stuff been passed down prior, but the early 90s, like 91, is when I fell in love with some of the versions of these characters. So I'm real excited to see if they do climb up, and then potential for holograms, the green holograms, and
93, 94, somewhere around that era.
The memory of sticking the coins inside the machine and getting the Pepsi refractors and stuff out of the
thing. Wow. See, we didn't have any of that over here. You had the vending machine stickers, didn't you? So that's right. Wow.
Kids were stealing change from their parents' cup holders and stuff to run across the street, go to the packy and put a couple of those in, and
go to the what? Sorry.
In Boston, they have these places like liquor store, movie rental. It's got everything, and you can buy stuff package. It's short for package stores. You can buy beer in crates or pallets. So they call it.
Okay.
You go
That's
to the
a racial slur over here.
Oh no, yeah,
the
no.
Pakistani
Here,
people. So that's why I was like, did he just say that? I was like, is he
no,
just like,
it's
go on then.
it's like you go to the packy and grab a rack. So that's the package
Okay.
store and grab a six
Right.
pack of beer.
I can guarantee you the English audiences will hear this and be
Yeah.
okay. So moving from that, I don't think we'll given we waded deep into throwbacks. I'm going to put a pin in beginnings because we're going to look at beginnings. I'm going to go straight to platinum and look at the checklist that came out mere days before. And I want to do this because I'm going to preface it by saying the words, "What the actual fuck?" Because it is absolutely vast. Now, I'm going to say this now. We have Grant and TJ coming on the podcast, which should be as people listen to it next week. And they're going to talk to us about Platinum. And we're going to be able to ask them, what the actual fuck? In terms of the volume of cards in the set. But half of it's original art in terms of the base set. Half of it is comic art, published art, which we already knew because Grant told us. So I'm very quickly going to share my screen because I've downloaded all the images that have been made available so far. I'm just trying to zoom in on this.
How do you guys feel about that stuff being added on the back end? Like for Spider-Man Metal, is that something where did you like it? Could you have gone without it?
Well, like what? Sorry, what are you asking?
Spider-Man Metal being another example where like the back end, the 100 to 200 was the published, clip art, the old school versions of the characters.
Yeah, well, it was all published art in that one. I got to be honest with you, Spidey Metal. I personally think Spidey Metal is an incredibly weak set. I think X-Men Metal is the same. I think the inserts in X-Men Metal are a hell of a lot better than
I liked X-Men
Spidey
Metal better.
Yeah.
I like the concept of the low high series though being moderns versus the retro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I just think I just think the set was unnecessarily big. There are characters in there that shouldn't have been in the set ultimately, and it's it's the same that we had with what were we talking about recently? Fleer from Midnight Suns.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Midnight's what was it? Mr. Sinister in Spider-Man. Like what are you doing?
Spider and Falcon. It's not.
Yeah.
Sure.
WTF. But let's hold hands and giddily run through the meadow of the checklist. Okay. Now, can you see this screen?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, okay. if Fleer Retro is safe and easy to digest, this is the polar opposite.
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to do something. You ready? That's the bottom. That's row 6037. Okay. That doesn't take into account the fact that some of these have printing plates that are just one row. So actually, if you think about the fact that of a lot of these cards, there's 4 printing plates, so that multiplies the number of rows by 4. It would actually be nearer 7,000 plus for individual items. And it's just crazy.
I don't know if they've got it on this checklist, but looking at like Cardboard Connection and Beckett in the odds, they have Pack Wars put in the odds.
Yes.
So that's going to be another parallel or two.
Where is it? I've got it here somewhere. Where are we? Platinum. So Go GTS is usually the one I go to. They don't always have the images, but they do have the sell sheet and they do have the checklist as both PDF and Excel. So it's usually a pretty good resource for that sort of thing. But yeah, it's just immense. It's just vast. But anyway, 1 to 100. I'm pretty sure this is the original art because we've seen the Ghost Spider. That's Dave Palumbo. The MODOK, the Beta Ray Bill, they're the sculptures that have been photographed. As is the Fing Fang Foom. So a lot of these, they look grouped by artist as well. Right. because yeah, I'm pretty sure these are Palumbo. I don't know where they stop and start because it doesn't list it, but we can go down to the autographs in a moment and we can get a sense of that. But then you've got your 1/100. That's going to be the original art, and then your base set high series is the published art.
Yeah, and
already.
Different characters.
Yeah, different characters. Now that's the important thing. Black Cat is in here. She's 188, I think. She's down here somewhere. So I'm scrolling quite quickly because I'm not expecting you to read this here. I'll put a link in the show notes, and if you want to go and look at it, go look at it. But I'm not gonna kind of scroll through so slowly as that. Now, where is Black Cat? I'm sure she's in here somewhere. I know she's in here somewhere. I tell you what,
There she is. 161.
161. There we go. The reason I know she's in here somewhere. Let me move my. Sorry, bear with. Move that up a bit. Because I pulled out just the parallels into this is my Black Cat spreadsheet, okay? So let me just minimize a couple of these things. These are all of the parallels. Okay. So we've got base set. Okay. Just go down one because we don't need that. There we go. I'll stop it. There we go. Right, base set. Then you've got 4 printing plates for that. Then you've got blue surge, rainbow parallel, red rainbow parallel, yellow rainbow parallel, blue rainbow parallel, purple rainbow parallel, black rainbow parallel, teal wave parallel, blue tracks parallel, yellow spotlight parallel, red prism parallel, green crackle parallel, purple pixels parallel, orange checkers parallel, cosmic parallel, seismic gold parallel, amber crystals parallel, golden treasures parallel, red rainbow auto parallel, orange rainbow auto parallel, blue rainbow auto parallel, green rainbow auto parallel, gold rainbow auto parallel. Are you still with me, kids?
Wow, that was okay. Impressive.
So that is a rather giddy 24 different versions of the card, and then with 4 plates, that makes 28. Now that's the high series card. Okay. She doesn't appear in any of the other chase sets apart from one, which is super statistics, and there are only 2 of those, so there are 30 individual items for me to chase in this set as a Black Cat collector,
and that's not including if you know the levels of combining on EPAC and if there's like a pack or victors.
Exactly.
This is the first run for platinum.
Yeah. So yeah, listen, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying there is a point at which it becomes a little bit less fun. So I guess I am complaining a little bit. I don't know how these are going to fall. I mean, it's a massive print run, absolutely gigantic print run with the volume of cards in here. You can see the numbering starts once you get past the rainbow parallels. You're into the numbering. So teal wave 799, 499, 399, 199. So it's not until you get to green crackle and then purple pixels, orange checkers. I mean, the difference between those is 35 and 33. So one of these I don't know, are they doing blasters for this? They just seem curiously close in numbers.
The names are like rattling off a Lucky Charms commercial.
or drugs, a really good nightclub.
They are doing blasters. I know the blue surge, I think it's like the blaster parallel.
Okay. All right. Blue surge. Sure. It just sounds rude somehow. Let me go over here. Let me look at the checklist again. So
so like a Mountain Dew flavor, blue surge.
Yeah, I mean it's bonkers. Yeah. You've got all these different parallels. I mean, look at them. I'm just scrolling through them. It's taking a while. There are so many. I'm going to just zip down this list then. Blue surge. Bear with. I'm going to start jumping down the list rather than rainbow parallel. Then we've got red rainbow, yellow, and this is me clicking fast as well. I want to get down to the artist autos so we can get a sense of the artist layout for the 1/100.
I'd be really excited if it was like 8 to 10 cards each and they just flipped from artist to artist. I mean, ideally 9 in a row would be awesome, so that each page was that artist.
I mean, the original artist,
they always punish us and never do 9 in a row on anything.
I mean, I think the Black Cat ones, I think if I read it correctly, I think it's Marv Wolfman signing on that. Here we go. Right. So we're at the red rainbow auto parallels. So yes, here we go. They've grouped them in the original art section. So you got Tom Taggart. He's the first 5. And he's the guy who did the sculptures that are kind of photographed. Then you've got Dave Dorman in with a couple of original pieces. Now that's cool.
That's a good one.
I like Dave Dorman is kind of OG, like 90s original art. And he did pieces for Fleer Ultra X-Men, Fleer Ultra Spider-Man as well. Then you've got Forth and Palumbo, and I've seen the Ghost Spider, I've seen the Doom. I haven't seen the Torch and the War Machine, I don't think. John Stanko, he's always a fan favorite. Invisible Woman and Captain America. I really want the Invisible Woman card to be like just a background. I want someone to have the balls to do that.
With a shadow or something.
Yeah, I just want someone to have the balls to do that one day. I'm not sure the art director at Upper Deck would let him get with it. Ben Brady, I don't know this artist. There's some of these artists I don't know. And I'm not sure how much is digital versus physical. Sebastian Zmid. Has anyone heard of these artists? Shout if you have. Myers Wall. Now Myers Wall,
know him.
He's in the group. Yeah. And he's in the set with 3 pieces of original art. Hats off, Myers Wall. Dang,
Airy Sabretooth.
Suspiria Vilches. What great name.
Great name.
I mean, how many pieces does this person have? I mean, I'm assuming it's a lady, but I shouldn't assume anything really. But I mean, Suspiria Vilches. I mean, I bet she was teased at school with that name. Then you've got Tanmay Mandel with 1 piece, Brother Voodoo. Tom Fleming is back. He's been showing off his pieces, which is good. Casey Parsons. There's a fair chunk there. And then let's just stop for a moment to just take into effect that Bill Sienkiewicz has got 2 original pieces in the set, Elektra and Magic.
Perfect characters for him.
Yeah. Now, he has got more in the limited edition ones, but we'll get to those in a moment.
Right.
Andre Meister, who really made a big splash with Fleer Ultra Midnight Suns. Gilberto Martimiano, I think that's how you pronounce it. Ko Cacao. I mean, yeah. If you don't know who Ko Cacao is, then yeah. Jeffrey Romser, never heard of him. Narendra Addy. JP Targate, he's been in a number of sets over the years. Corrado Maston Tuono, is that how you pronounce that? Ron Lim, Mike Allred. I mean, and then you're into the high series, which are obviously, it's published art, but still,
they're giving us the artists.
You've got Sienkiewicz.
Yeah.
You've got Al Milgram. So you will have Bill Sienkiewicz autograph cards. You will have Al Milgram autograph cards. You will have Brian Michael Bendis, Chip Zdarsky, Chris Claremont. I mean, a lot of these guys have been in recent Upper Deck sets. David Michelini, Donny Cates.
How
Jason
many of each auto?
Red Rainbow doesn't actually say on here. Let me just go back to my cat sheet because I did pull the odds on
There's
to that
several auto variations.
Yeah, one sec. On the autos, sorry, what's going on? I've got the bar at the top for zoom, and it's really in the way. And I want to be able to get rid of it. Dock to the bottom. There we go. Right. 1 second. Hold the line, caller. On the autos, Red Rainbow isn't numbered. So who knows how many of those there'll be. Orange Rainbow there's 25. Blue Rainbow, there's 15. And then 5 for Green Rainbow and 1 for Gold Rainbow. But yeah, the Red Rainbow ones, unnumbered. So, hopefully there's a fair chance at getting a decent auto. Jim Starlin and Nascenti, that's cool. There's some people here I've genuinely never heard of. Carlo Pargulean, Kurt Busiek, Mark Bagley's back, Mark Wade, Marv Wolfman with Black Cat. Hello, Tom DeFalco. Pepe Larraz. There you go. And that's Xavier as well. So these could be Hoxpox, Keith, these 2.
That's cool that he got both.
Yeah. If those are Hoxpox, I'll be in for those. Because, we're Hoxpox fans on this. Roy Thomas, that's good. Steve McNiven, Tom DeFalco, Andy Kubert. People will be up for that, especially Magneto.
Onslaught.
Yeah.
Onslaught. Ooh.
Howard Mackie with Ghost Rider. and Midnight Suns with Howard Mackie. I'll have some of that.
Wait, hold on. So you've got a Magneto from Pepe and a Magneto from Kubert.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. Yes, because there'll be different era ones because this is published art, this section.
Right.
I mean, Medusa from John Romita Jr. I mean, that could, depending on the piece they choose, that could be absolutely magnificent. Stephen Grant, not the character from Moon Knight, but the artist. Daniel Way, Peter David, Fabio Nicieza, Greg Pak. He's not been on a set for a while. So Omega Red, Daniel Way. So Jonathan Omega Hunter will be happy. So there's some really interesting characters with autos in that high series. So yeah, I'm looking forward to. Should we have a look at some of the cards?
I might be safe again.
Yeah, I didn't. Right, hang on.
There's 2 Wolverine cards.
Right, who am I looking for in here?
So
X-23.
Yeah, but at any point, a Wolverine can be an X-23.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's. I mean, I could just do a find, couldn't I?
No, she's not in there.
Oh, I'm gonna have a look. X-23. It's searching. It's searching. It's taken a while searching. There's nothing there. All right, let me just do X-23 without the. No.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to call it at this point, or are you going to wait?
No, there's 2 Wolverine. There's 2 Wolverines. There's a low and a high, and anything could change.
So I've pulled these pictures off one of the websites. They're not in any particular order. I thought we'd just quickly have a look through them. So right, there's your Doctor Doom. So that's Palumbo.
That is awesome.
Oh, is he in Florida with the alligators?
Yeah. I don't know, but it makes me laugh. Is he actually riding them?
Well, there's Castle Doom in the background. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
He stole our gators. Okay.
Yeah.
unless
Florida man.
Unless it's Disney Kingdom. You know,
that's there you go.
Disney Castle.
Could be a Loki variant.
Now this is one of the inserts. Super statistics. I don't want to prejudge anything, but that's not landing for me in any way, shape, size, or form. So
that looks like Scotty Young, non-baby.
Maybe that's why it is. But it's just the whole thing about the fighting. It looks like a TCG card. Don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I need a statistics card in this set. Alex Maleev Spider Woman though. Hello.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fantastic. Now, interestingly, look, they have put the
really nice.
issue.
Nice.
They've got the issue, which is really cool. Let me just look at this. Is he in there? I didn't see him on the autograph list.
And if you don't want to put that on the front, then it's fine. If somebody doesn't like, but just put it on the card because that's
right. But it's great that it's on. That the issue's on the card. I didn't see him on the autograph list, so I'm wondering where that is in the set.
Yeah, that's clean there. That's sharp.
Alex Maleev's art full stop is amazing. But and again, he's another guy. So going back to what we said earlier about there being like a Marvel portfolio set, an Alex Maleev set, a David Mack set, Joe Quesada, some of these guys from the 90s and noughties who came up then. I mean, take my money now, quite frankly.
Yeah, they do a McFarlane and I'd be broke.
Yeah. So there's a Thor.
Wow, that is great.
That really looks good.
I like that red border.
Yeah. So this is the Red Rainbow. Then we got the Red Prism. That's Miles Morales. So that's high series. So that's reused art. Very cool.
Yeah, see, that's really good.
Yeah. Now, interestingly, on the creator autos, it just occurred to me they might not be the artist; it might be the writers.
Yeah, there's there's several because Roy Thomas is a writer.
Yeah, did we see Claremont on there too?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So that Spider Woman, for example, that's going to be signed by Bendis, not Maleev. Although I'd love it if they'd got Maleev to sign. That'd be pretty cool. Maleev has signed for a Marvel set, by the way. Does anyone know which Marvel set that he is in? With an auto.
Sure.
Pop quiz.
Is it retro?
It's Marvel Masterpieces 2008 set. Well, they call it Series 3, but I call it 2008B because there were 2 in that year. So yeah, he's on the right autos from that, and it's gorgeous. He may well have signed later for retro, but that's the first one I'm aware of him signing. Donny Cates auto.
Nice.
That's a red artist auto. Cosmic Ghost Rider. That auto looks a bit patchy. I mean, if you're going to use an image, don't use one where he's gone off the edge of the sticker.
Yeah,
because they are definitely sticker autos. maybe they're not. Actually, I don't know if they are, because I know that the set was delayed because they were waiting for some of the artists to send their cards back. It might be. Here we go. I think the high series, the published art, will be stickers. The original art, 1 to 100, is going to be on card. And I
think
know
you're
this
right.
because Grant told me the other week that they were delayed because they were waiting for a couple of the artists and the physical cards back that they'd signed, and they were the original art ones. So that would make sense. The original art will be on card. High series will be sticker on the autos, which would make an awful lot more sense. Tom Fleming, Daredevil.
Nice. Oh, very good.
That's good. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's so unmistakably Fleming. But yeah, who else we got here? So that was so what parallel was that? So let me go back. That was a rainbow. Not sure which rainbow, but it was a rainbow. That's a purple rainbow, Silver Surfer. So that's going to be Ron Lim, surely.
That looks like Mike Allred.
It looks like Mike Allred.
I think it is Mike Allred. Yes. As soon as I looked at the face, I was like, okay, yes, you are correct. I'll stop talking. Which means one of you's got to stop.
Yeah.
Purple Pixels, Nick Fury.
That's cool.
It's cool. It's kind of mixing the old school Nick Fury look with the when he became a brother at some point.
Right.
It's a hyper realistic look too.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Who's the artist on that? Sorry, I'm just going to quickly check because that looks like an original art one. Who did the Nick Fury? This is fascinating listening for everyone. Stop me when you see Nick Fury pop up on the list.
Fury.
Come on. Where is he? There we are. Sebastian Smid.
Okay.
Well, Sebastian Smid, I'm liking the cut of your jib, sir.
Off to a good start.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. Now, what are they calling these? They're calling these, I think they're calling them variant covers on this set, which is fine. I've heard a few people rumble about the fact that this should remain masterpieces.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about it.
I'm not sure. I don't know what to think of it. So we'll wait and see. I mean, I think it looks cool. It looks all right. But I'm just like, okay, and I know they do them in annual, but annual kind of does a slightly different thing. But I think with the original art ones, if you're going to start messing around with these, keep that to masterpieces.
Kind of sacred to masterpieces. Yeah.
Don't cross the streams. But again, I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. I think they've done a really good job. It looks cool.
Is this purple spectrum or pixel?
This is purple pixel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not. And again, a lot of these are pre-release images, so they might change. And I'm pretty sure that the covers ones are called something different. So the fact that this is called a purple pixel, but it's also got the variant cover on, I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Yeah.
They've got a printing plate image in here, which I think is interesting. And they don't often put out pictures of the printing plates, but we know they're coming, and that looks clean.
I've got so many of that first Avenging Spider-Man too. Darn it.
Is that the yeah? I was going to say if I had still been collecting, I'd want a copy of it off you because I still don't. I did have one back in the day, but I parted with it, and then of course she went bonkers.
Yeah.
So this is Platinum Duos, Iron Man and War Machine.
Mm-hmm.
It looks all right, I suppose.
Yeah,
it's a very good looking card.
So
yeah.
So we'll see. I imagine this will be very shiny based on that background.
With War Machine, sometimes they take the there's always a version of the cannon, whether it's a laser cannon or whatever version we're talking. But a lot of times they scrap the missiles over the other shoulder, and The War Machine's just supposed to be it's overload. It's
Strapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he's got missiles on his chest. He's got on his
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's kind of the Punisher in a metal suit.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's
I like that a lot.
Orange checkers. That's high series. Giant size X-Men Storm from 2020.
That suit is killer.
That's beautiful.
That's
artwork.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice. I love
it. Almost takes away from the old Alex Ross redesigns that everybody poo-pooed on that never happened.
Look at the moon. Look what they've done with the moon.
Yeah.
It carries on behind into the orange.
That's pretty cool.
That's nice. So let's, like I said, these are all just like pre-release mock-ups. Amazing Spider-Man 351.
Okay.
So they've gone back a bit with that one in terms of the reused art, but that must be that's a Bagley issue. So that'll be where his autos come in. That's an orange checkers. Orange checkers Hulk, Tom Fleming. That's more of the Hulk we need. Green flames. Nice bit of lens flare going on there. I really like this Hela.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Yes.
I really like that Hela.
I like that a lot.
In fact, I'm quickly going to check my list because I have a feeling. Yeah, Suspiria Vilches.
Okay.
I'm digging it. Suspiria Vilches.
It's dark. It's dark.
Yeah, it's cool. I love it. I really like it. I'm not sure about the orange checker background on it, but obviously that's just a mock-up.
I'm still trying the checkers.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Iconic covers. So I'm a sucker for comic covers on cards. So I like these. I'm not sure about the kind of the Art Deco Gatsby-esque border.
Right.
But we'll see. They look pretty good. So that's one of the insert sets.
Yeah, that might have like a chrome trim to it.
Green Crackle Enchantress.
I mean, these are going to be a shiny set of cards, isn't it?
It's going to be, it's going to be like Prism.
There was a point where we were told that this is vibranium done right? So I would expect a lot of flash and sparkles from this.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna. Yeah, I mean, seriously, you're going to be able to put them on your roof and get solar energy from them. These things will.
And they should. You just think this. Yeah. Again, back to the scans.
But it's seriously, and that's the thing. EPAC will really let it down. So watch some breaks on these folks, and hopefully we'll be doing a podcast break soon as well. Enchantress. Sorry, I keep going back here because I want to actually see who the artists are as we go. That is again Suspiria Vilches.
Okay.
I love it.
Well, hey, we're getting of these have been good. Some new artists to follow. That's good.
Now, can I just say I'm all up for the fact that Firestar is on a card. The world needs more Firestar cards, as far as I'm concerned. Firestar is kind of my era of. It's the only real era I've done of animated Marvel. Is the Spider-Man, Iceman, and Firestar cartoon from the 80s.
Right.
That's really the only animated Marvel I came up on. Everyone else raves about the X-Men series, but
the X-Men animated series was like.
Yeah, for me it was because I'm a little bit older than a lot of you, so I was kind of off doing adulty things and hormonal things by that point. But Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends was my thing. So yeah, Firestar, I'm very happy with that. Thank you very much. Black Widow, Kelly Thompson with Falcon in the background. Again, if I was a Black Widow collector, Falcon's photo bombing it. But
and you got Captain America on a billboard back there too.
Yeah,
you have. Yeah, no, Pankit will love that. And then so here we go. So that's the gold one, and then straight away they've shown the same one with the red. That's interesting. Then you have a trading cards cover. So I'm not sure. This is different from the iconic cover. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, but this is like a variant cover kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's an original piece. That's Cyclops. Because look, X-Men 56, it wouldn't look like that. So who did that Cyclops?
Angel, no?
Sorry, is it? One sec.
He's got wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's Angel. Sorry, apologies.
Yeah. No visor. Yeah.
It's interesting how they put the font him in front of it.
That's Ben Brady or Brady.
I like that Angel.
Yeah.
It's got
I do like it a lot.
You got a little bit of an Alex Ross vibe to it.
Yeah. It's kind of in that
Little-
wonderful sweet
kinda
spot between
his
Alex
finish.
Ross and Dave Palumbo.
Yeah.
I dig it. Again, I'm not sure about the variant cover kind of vibe. And there's another one.
That is
Seismic
beautiful.
Gold. Yeah.
With these phoenixes, it's like it's
Yeah.
so tough to nail the Firebird
Yeah.
and her in the card in the same.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it. Right, I'm going to move us along because we're Tom Fleming. So that's interesting that we've seen the Tom Fleming one on its own and then with the variant cover kind of vibe.
Right.
Golden Treasures. That might be the one of one actually.
See, I have a
Golden
sketch
Treasures is
card
one of one.
that I think is made from that. Now that I'm looking at this cover,
Really?
I have a sketch
Okay.
card that's almost identical to that.
Wow.
It almost had to be where it came from.
There's a Namor, and that's a cover Amber Crystals parallel.
Parallel 150.
Look at the Rocket Raccoon.
Wow.
See, I can do that.
Look at the Rocket Raccoon.
I dig that rocket.
I'm not being funny, but he's looking a bit portly there. He's a chunker. He's been
looks
on
like
pies.
he's yelling. Looks like he's yelling for another piece of cake or something.
Right.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants that arm.
That's
They
an
take
outfit.
Yes, he wants
He
that.
does want that arm.
He wants that arm.
Who did
Didn't
the
he
Rocket
get it for
Raccoon? Let's have a look.
Christmas?
Yeah,
Did he get the art for Christmas?
he did. He did.
Right, Rocket Raccoon. Casey Parsons.
Yeah.
Casey Parsons. Wow.
I like him. It's on break. It's he's taking a break.
That's a cosmic parallel.
Okay.
I like the background on it. Avenging Spider-Man. So that's the plate that we saw earlier.
That's Ben Brady again.
Yeah. Thank you, Keith. Saved me
Well, it just got lighter.
dipping into the checklist. There are an awful lot of cards they've put out. So let me just scroll through this. Dave Palumbo's Ghost Spider, Blue Tracks. Now that's nice, but the background on that painting is so good.
Yeah.
That it's a shame that you lose it there.
Do we
just the
have another?
perspective on it.
Is that the background or is that some foiling that we're going to see?
That's what I'm saying. That's the foiling that's getting in the way of the background in this mock-up,
buildings,
which was my fear with this set. So we'll have to wait and see what it actually looks like. That is the original. Now that is the limited creator art variant, Bill Sienkiewicz.
That's awesome.
And that is going to be like, I think these creator art variants are going to be, of these ones, a pretty difficult hit.
Numbered.
But that's an original piece. So yeah, that looks astonishing. And then we have Galactus.
Cool.
It is nice, isn't it? Wasp. I mean, I really love the artwork. I don't think I've seen a piece so far that's, with the possible exception of Rocket, I don't think I've seen a piece so far that's actually like not. I mean, seriously, masterpieces caliber.
Right.
The majority of this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Tom Fleming, Iron Man.
I like it.
Base silver, that says. So, yeah, I mean, it's a big. There's the Medusa.
Oh, look at that Medusa.
Look at that Medusa. Wow.
No, that's big hair.
Yeah, that's well, that's kind of her gimmick, but yeah. That's stunning. That's a lovely card. That's the red parallel base.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmic Ghost Rider. So again, that's from the high series. That's reused art, and we saw the auto version of that earlier. That's the purple Cosmic parallel. Tom Fleming Moon Knight.
Wow.
He looks badass.
There's a lot of Moon Knight in the set. People will be pleased with that. But you want the Sienkiewicz. It's going to be a tough pull. Loki.
Ooh.
That's a good Loki.
That's a kind of a Joker-esque.
Yeah.
Twisted.
I've
dark.
seen that. That's. See, this wouldn't have looked out of place in Fleer Ultra Midnight Suns.
I'm thinking that's Suspiria again.
Possibly. Have you got the checklist open?
No, I don't.
No. Oh well, there you go. I was Casey Parsons.
Oh wow.
Casey Parsons. I knew I'd seen it because I think I saw it on his feed. We shared it in group, one of the two. There's that Jean Grey again with the Phoenix.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
This was in Fleer Ultra Avengers, this cover.
Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that cover so much.
Yeah. And that's
not in cards, but just from comic books, you know.
It is on a couple cards too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in terms of the previews, that's it. That's a pretty big chunk of cards, and they all kind of went up online midweek. So, yeah, but it is dropping on the 13th of March, which is Wednesday. So that's 10 days from this very recording. I'm going to get this episode up on Thursday so that people can kind of hear this before the set drops. And yeah, who's going in? Who's going to get some? You think?
I'm in. I'll get some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely get some, but I'm gonna take a wait and see approach to a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they've got blasters, so if they show up at Target or whatever, then you know that's my kryptonite. But
what are we?
Yeah.
What are we gonna?
But I definitely would want. I'm not chasing 35 parallels, but
Yeah, it's just too much.
Like a 1 through
Right.
100 base of that original art. I mean, that's just hard for me to pass up with like some new artists that we haven't heard of that look good, and then you've got like Ron Lim, Bill Sienkiewicz, some of these other people. I think a 1 through 100 base would be a kind of a safe zone.
I agree.
And some of that artwork is just phenomenal.
And it's already slotted for EPAC. It's already so
right.
That might be the way.
Yeah. But it's a beast of a set.
It's a burden of a set.
Remember.
Yeah.
It's a what? Sorry.
It's a burden of a set.
Well, yes. So
it kind of forces you to pick pick your characters and pick a few, and then be choosy.
And that's the thing. You might, rather than doing, because I don't really build base sets anymore. I haven't got the room. We were talking about this before we started recording. I don't have the space to do so. So I just pick a little element of the set and I'll go with it. So I'll get the comic cover cards, the ones that are reproductions of the comic covers, not the variant cover ones of the artwork, because, I kind of PC that sort of thing. And I'll obviously chase cat as much as I can financially do, because, let's be real, some of those are going to be sought after.
Yeah, the blues.
So I haven't seen a Spidey yet. Was there a Spidey on the original art?
We just saw the high.
Yeah. Well, we saw we saw the Miles Morales.
And
we saw the Miles. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me have a look on
we
the
saw
like
series. a high series Peter Spidey.
Spider Woman is in the low series with some original art. Spider-Man. Kao Cacao. Right, that's going to look banging then. Yeah, that's going to look really good.
I think I saw on the low series that there's a symbiote Spider-Man as well. I thought I saw on the checklist.
Okay, checking now.
I thought.
There's an Ego the Living Planet.
Ian's in double trouble.
Yes, Spider-Man symbiote suit by J.P. Targate.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
That's going to send people crazy too.
Yeah. Just a touch. Then you got Silver Surfer Ron Lim, Agent Venom Ron Lim.
That's interesting.
So Joseph Reed is going to be screwed because he goes after the symbiotes, because he's got Carnage by Jeffrey Romser to chase. You've got
Does
Agent
it show
Venom.
What's the lowest serial numbered version?
1 of 1.
Oh, so they did have 1 of 1. Okay.
Yeah, there's 1 of 1. So the golden, hang on, where is it? Bear with. Golden Treasures parallel is 1 of 1. Amber Crystals is a 5. And then in the autos, it's Gold Rainbow auto parallel is 1 of 1. So yeah, it's tough.
Bill Sienkiewicz doing Moon Knight is awesome, but Ron Lim doing a new Silver Surfer is pretty huge too.
Yeah,
pretty huge.
Yeah. So they've gone the right way with it in terms of the artists they've chosen. I like the checklist. It doesn't, nothing sticks out as being overly. I mean, there's some pretty deep cuts in there. There's Blastar, there's Annihilus, Super Scroll. It's got some good. Blob is in there. And this is all in the original art, by the way.
Super
Ultron
Scroll can be cool.
Yeah. You've got Ultron in there. You've got Grandmaster by Andre Meister. You've got Nightmare. Nightmare's,
Mm-hmm.
pretty good to see Nightmare in a set. So a lot of these things, you kind of imagine that the artists were like, "Can I draw this?" And they were like, "Yes,"
Yeah.
because it's there's a real mix. There's a real mix in there. There's a leader.
And that's kind of what you want. You want
Yeah.
them to go in with something like that.
Leader Malekith is in the original art section. Ares is in the original art section. When's the last time you saw Ares?
In a while.
In a set. Yeah. Certainly original art wise.
Oh, right.
So
medallion card.
Yes, I think that's that would have been published art as well. So yeah. So there's lots of characters that haven't been around for a while in the original art. So we'll see. In 2 weeks' time, or less than 2 weeks' time, or a week as you're listening to this, all will be revealed. So yeah. I've run out of stuff to say for this episode, folks. Unless anyone else has got anything fantastic they want to announce or talk about. No, I'm getting shaking heads. Shaking heads works for video, guys. Doesn't work for audio. On that note, I'm going to pick on Jason to sign us off this week, and we will see you next week, folks.
All right. For everybody on the show, we hope you enjoy collecting all your parallels.
Nice job.